Welcome to Ancient Asian Legends. I'm your host, Meili Soon. Previously, in the city of Chang'an, the newly appointed top scholar, Chen Guangrui, along with his new wife, Madame Yin, traveled to Jiangzhou for him to assume his new position as governor. On their journey, Guangrui encountered a golden carp and kindly released it back into the river. However, when they finally reached the Hong River ferry, two boatmen, Liu Hong and Li Biao, attacked Guangrui and threw him into the river. Liu Hong then seized Madame Yin and threatened her.
If you listen to me, everything will be fine. If not, I'll hurt you.
Finding no other alternative, the young Madame Yin pretended to comply with Liu Hong. Liu Hong then donned Guangrui's official attire, assumed his identity, and took the documents and Madame Yin to Jiangzhou. Meanwhile, Chen Guangrui's body did not float down the river, but instead sank to the bottom. A night patrol yaksha in the Hong River saw it and reported the matter to the Dragon King.
Somebody killed this scholar and dumped his body at the bottom of the river.
The Dragon King ordered the body brought to him and examined it carefully.
This man saved my life. How could anyone murder him? I must rescue him to repay his kindness.
The Dragon King wrote an order and sent the yaksha to retrieve Guangrui's soul from the earth deities of Hangzhou. The earth deities commanded a small demon to deliver Guangrui's soul to the yaksha, who then brought it to the Dragon King at the Crystal Palace. The Dragon King asked,
Scholar, tell me your name and origin. Why have you come here, and how did you meet your end?
I am Chen Guangrui from Haizhou. As the top scholar, I was appointed governor of Jiangzhou and traveled there with my wife. At the river, the boatman Liu Hong attacked me, intending to steal my wife. He killed me and threw my body into the river. Please save me, great king.
So that's what happened. I was the golden carp you released. You saved my life, and now it is my duty to save yours.
The Dragon King carefully laid Guangrui's body aside, placed a jade bead in his mouth, and instructed him to keep it safe for a future revival.
Your soul has returned. For now, you may stay in my palace and serve as a leader.
Guangrui expressed his gratitude, and the Dragon King graciously hosted a banquet in his honor. Meanwhile, Miss Yin nursed a profound animosity towards the bandit Liu, yet her impending motherhood compelled her to endure his presence. Her sole desire was to safeguard her unborn child with Guangrui. Upon their arrival in Jiangzhou, officials welcomed them warmly, and arrangements were made for a banquet. It was during this gathering that Liu Hong spoke, uttering,
I owe my success to each and every one of you.
The officials replied,
You possess exceptional leadership qualities and a genuine concern for the welfare of the people. We place our trust in you. There's no need for humility.
As time flew by, one day, Liu Hong went out on official business. Ms. Yin, feeling homesick and unwell, unexpectedly gave birth to a son. Amid her distress, she heard a voice saying,
Madam, listen to me. I am the star of longevity of the South Pole, sent by Guanyin Bodhisattva to deliver this child to you. He will be renowned one day. Protect him from Liu Hong, who will attempt to harm him. Your husband is alive, saved by the Dragon King. You will be reunited and seek justice for your family.
Holding her son tightly, Miss Yin felt a sense of both hope and helplessness. Suddenly, Liu Hong returned, and at the sight of the child, he desired to drown him. Miss Yin intervened, saying,
The night is upon us. Let us wait until tomorrow to make this decision.
The following morning, Liu Hong departed on urgent matters. Left alone, Miss Yin pondered.
If Liu Hong comes back, my baby's life is in danger. I have to put him in a basket and float him down the river, praying that someone will find and rescue him. We'll find each other again someday.
Concerned that identifying the child later might prove challenging, she pricked her finger and wrote a letter in blood, detailing the names and origins of the parents. As a mark of identification, she then pierced off a small toe from the child's left foot. Wrapping the child in a sweat-stained shirt, she carried him out of the house. Luckily, their home was near the river. At the riverbank, she wept bitterly. Just as she prepared to send off the child, she noticed a wooden plank floating nearby. Imploring the heavens, she placed the child on the plank, secured him with a belt, and affixed the blood-written letter to his chest. Pushing the plank into the river, she watched it drift away, tears streaming down her face as she made her way back home. Downstream, the wooden plank carried the child until it reached the foot of Gold Mountain Temple. There, the temple's elder, a monk named Fa Ming, renowned for his profound enlightenment, was deep in meditation when the sound of a baby's cry reached his ears. Moved by compassion, he hurried to the riverbank and discovered the infant lying on the plank. Upon finding the blood-written letter, he learned of the child's origins. Swiftly, the elder rescued the baby and entrusted him to the care of others, safeguarding the blood letter. As time passed, the child, known as River, blossomed into an 18-year-old young man. Recognizing his potential, the elder guided him to become a monk, bestowing upon him the Dharma name Xuanzang and initiating him into the path of enlightenment with monastic vows. On a balmy spring afternoon, amidst the tranquil shade of the pine trees, discussions on scriptures and meditation filled the air. Xuanzang found himself engaged in a battle of wits with a drunken, carnivorous monk. Infuriated by Xuanzang's cleverness, the monk bellowed,
"You pitiful creature! You don't even know your own name or the identity of your parents, yet you dare to stir up trouble here."
Deeply wounded by these words, Xuanzang sought solace in the temple. There he knelt before his master, tears streaming down Xuanzang's cheeks. With a heavy heart, he pleaded repeatedly, desperately seeking the names of his parents.
All beings come from heaven and earth, nurtured by their parents. How could anyone be here without parents?
If your heart truly longs to uncover the truth about your parents, come with me to the abbot's quarters.
Xuanzang followed the elder monk obediently. As they reached the abbot's quarters, the elder retrieved a small box from a high beam. With careful reverence, he opened it and presented Xuanzang with a blood-written letter and a sweat-stained shirt. With trembling hands, Xuanzang read the contents of the letter, discovering his parents' names and the tragic tale of their fate. Overwhelmed by emotions, he collapsed to his knees, tears streaming down his face as he uttered,
"How can I bear the weight of knowing my parents' enemies roam unpunished? For 18 long years, I lived in ignorance of my parents' fate. Today, I'm granted a glimpse into my mother's story. It is through your compassion and guidance that I stand here today. Please grant me the opportunity to seek out my mother's truth first. Once I have done so, I promise to return and repay your profound kindness."
If you seek to reunite with your mother, take this blood-written letter and the shirt. Journey to the private residence in Jiangzhou. There you may find her.
Having absorbed his master's teachings, Xuanzang embarked on a journey as a wandering monk, his path leading him directly to Jiangzhou. What trials and revelations await him in this ancient city? Will he finally uncover the truth about his parents? Subscribe now to find out next week on Ancient Asian Legends. Our proverb of the day is the following. A child's journey of 1,000 miles, a mother's heart in constant trials. 儿行千里母担忧. This proverb reflects the universal concerns and care that parents, particularly mothers, have for their children, especially when they're far away or facing challenges. It captures the emotional bond between a parent and her child. It highlights the innate worry and concern parents feel for their children, no matter how far they may be or what challenges they may encounter. There you have it. A child's journey of 1,000 miles, a mother's heart in constant trials. 儿行千里母担忧.
our proverb of the day.
Today's episode, based on Wu Cheng'en's 1592 classic Journey to the West, was adapted and translated by Mei Li Soon, featuring original music by Jeff Harvey and Studio Columna. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or YouTube by searching Ancient Asian Legends to unlock more proverbs of the day. Will Xuanzang uncovered the truth about his parents? How is he related to the mysterious scripture seeker? Find out next week on Ancient Asian Legends. Until then, take care and stay enchanted.